bending carriage bolts, twisting horseshoes, ripping decks of cards in half, frying pans. It's a lot of grip strength, okay? But a while back, our team was just ripping decks of cards in half, and somebody said, hey, do you think you could take a half and rip a half a deck in half? So I started working on that. I got to the point where I could rip a half a deck in half. So what I'm going to try to do for you guys is rip this deck of cards in half, put down one half, rip a half in half, and if that's still going well, then I'm going to try to rip a quarter deck in half. You guys want to see that? All right, here we go. Come on. You guys still having fun? We doing okay? Next, I have in my hands a license plate from Michigan. Now, I did, in full disclosure, I did get this off of a car in the parking lot. So, if you're from Michigan, you might want to check your car before you do. You'll still be able to put it back on. It's just, you'll need both screws. Anyway, so I've got a Michigan license plate here. And a few years ago, I saw this guy. He was making YouTube videos of him ripping license plates in half. And then in some cases, he was putting two license plates together and ripping those in half. I thought, I wonder if I could do that. So, went out to my garage, found an old license plate. Man, you can bend the license plate, but to rip a license plate in half is a total different thing. And I mangled license plate after license plate after license plate for a month without being able to rip one in half. So I went, found that guy on YouTube, and I called him up. I said, I'm a pretty strong guy. I do feats of strength for a living, rip decks of cards in half, phone books in half, snap carriage balls, horseshoes. Why can't I rip a license plate in half? He said, well, what you need to do before you go to an event, before you do school assembly, you need to cut it on the back. And then when you stand in front of a crowd, you hold your finger over the cut like that, and everybody will be amazed when you rip it. So I went back and I watched some of his videos. Sure enough, every time he had his finger over the cut like that. I said, oh, I got hacked. But I want to let you guys know that because we represent the gospel of Jesus Christ, we want to be doing everything that we do with full integrity and character. So I have no problem showing you this license plate right here. It is not cut front, back. And I am going to do my best to see if I can rip this in half. Sometimes I'm not successful with this. But I want, especially the young people in here, I want you to know that I am willing to do it. I'm willing to fail to know that I'm doing it the right way. All right? I am willing to fail to know that I'm doing it the right way. So I'm going to give this my best shot. We're going to see what happens. You guys ready? All right, here we go.
Come on, Mike. Come on. You got to go ahead. Sorry, bro.
All right. Yeah, if that's your license plate, I can get it back to you guys.